Dave and Jay versus the world.
Nice.
Oh, my fault. I thought.
Fuck.
Welcome back, YT Gang, to another episode of DJV-W. We've missed you so. What a hell of a week it has been. The Capitol has been stormed.
Sure.
The presidents are passing the baton.
They sure
But let's
are.
rewind real quick.
Okay, bring it
The
back.
Capitol has been stormed.
Next, the White House.
They broke in. Guys, things are amazing. We had Black Lives Matter and mixed with rioters early on in 2020. They burned shit down. They kicked in doors. They flipped over cars. They shot. They did all kinds of crazy shit. They even created their own tiny town called Chaz. And now, fast forward, in the first fucking week of 2021, which, by the way, we all thought was going to be,
It was full of promise.
It was full of
Everybody
promise.
was on that hype train.
Just every newborn baby.
2021, we're feeling good. Let's get out of this. We made it out of 2020, everybody. And here we go, 2021. Let's storm the building.
I could not believe it, dude. And it turns out that the Capitol building has been occupied by a bison man.
The Bison Man, who's going to be going away to federal pound me in the ass prison for 70 years.
I imagine a long time. I don't think you get away with that shit, dude.
Oh,
That's a big ticket.
They're hunting them all down, and guess what? They're all from Virginia, Florida, Wyoming,
Yes.
Idaho.
Did you just name the best states? I think you just named the best states.
Look, I don't want to. I don't know if we have any fans in those states. Okay,
I'm sure we do.
but they're not what we
now
would
be
call.
careful. Wait.
Okay.
Be careful.
You
Don't disparage.
They're not on the backs of their academia.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Now
Now-
you're really tiptoeing.
Now
You're getting a little dangerous.
those are the same men.
Yeah?
They dress as if they're going to a Bears game.
Sure. Nothing wrong with that,
And
dude.
then go
What-
storm the Capitol.
Okay. How else are you supposed to dress when you storm the Capitol? You dress like a
goddamn
man bison.
Viking.
That is exact. And let me tell you, what's real funny about this is, like I said earlier in the year, it was Black Lives Matter was protesting, and the movement was co-opted in large part by a bunch of goofy assholes wanting to riot. Which I have a lot of sympathy for people that want to riot, because I was once 19 years old and filled with hormonal rage and just wanted to break shit. I've told a bunch of stories on this podcast where I just did chaos for the sake of chaos. You know, when I was a young Anarchy, right? I mean, if you
That's
weren't
it,
about it,
baby.
then you weren't fucking cool.
Dude,
all right?
I was tagging that shit on every one of my books. You know,
That cliche,
I'm
eh?
all about the anarchy,
Absolutely.
and the animani, totally insane.
They push me down and mace me, dude.
Animani,
That shit, I laughed really hard at that, and I still laugh really hard at
dude.
it every time I see
I see it, I'm like, that's a fucking winner,
it. Right.
You know,
And people thought that it was the Proud Boys that now stormed, because that's the antithesis
stand down
of
and
Antifa.
stay ready, guys.
Right? If they go, Antifa was doing the riots, they were the rioters, and in this time, it's the Proud Boys who are doing the rioting. Turns out, it's not the Proud Boys, it's not Antifa, it's QAnon. That's right, boys. We finally made it all the way to the Capitol building. Your boy,
All the way to the top, guys.
I was lost deep in the QAnon movement for quite some time. When I was in Vegas, I think I was depressed, didn't really know it, right? I had
Sure.
like that episode.
Didn't like yourself.
No, didn't like myself.
Limp dick.
It wasn't necessarily that my limp dick
You're
was
short.
the issue. The
You-
shortness is all, and I really don't like the
Not
things that you're
making any
listing.
money.
Can you just chill
You're-
for a second?
I'm
I can
sorry.
say it. It hurts when you say it. All right,
Okay.
let me say it.
Go ahead.
I was short.
Yeah.
Limp dick.
Sure.
Not making a lot of money. Of
course.
Didn't like myself. It turns out when I get depressed.
Wait, Dave.
No,
If all of
don't
that-
add anything else
no,
to the
no,
list.
No. If
Okay.
all of that is happening,
Yeah.
there's a place for you. There's a place for you.
Where is it?
It's in the heart of QAnon.
Yeah, it's exactly where
It's
I
in the
found.
bosom of our leaders of QAnon.
I found great comfort in QAnon, because something about when you're not doing well, the idea that the entire world is also going to fall apart soon, and that the playing field is going to get leveled, brings you a lot of satisfaction. So anytime I have been really down on my luck in life, I've always kind of fallen back on conspiracy theories, and that's because, like I said, conspiracy theories have this notion that like the playing field is soon going to be leveled, and in chaos, here's a good. This is a quote from Littlefinger from the very popular documentary about incest, Game of Thrones. Littlefinger said,
Great show. Great
"Chaos is like a ladder,
Okay.
and And so I always had these dreams when the playing field gets leveled, your boy's gonna climb the ladder.
Okay.
Gonna climb the ladder of chaos.
The dust is settling right now.
Yes.
And there you go.
And there I go, finding my way to success, climbing the ladder,
Sure.
and finding myself at the top of the pyramid.
Do you want to know what's at the top, though,
What's
Dave?
at the top?
No drip.
No drip?
No nice clothes.
Are you saying that people that are at the top...
Life gets really hard.
At the top?
It's real hard.
Are you saying lizard people have no drip?
Zero.
What do you think is fat? I wonder.
This is what I'm saying. I like things like having fun and laughing and getting
Yes.
drippy with my boy
Of
on
course.
Sunday.
Getting
Shout
drippy
out
with
to
the boys.
Shout out to Roots of Fight for
God
the
damn it,
pink
I love that shirt.
Thrilla Manila
The
shirt.
Thrilla in Manila. That is a beautiful shirt.
Shout out to Rise. We're drinking this delicious
Ooh,
mushroom
shout out Rise,
coffee.
Superfoods.
This is what I like.
Yes, this
I
is a
don't want to
beautiful
be in
thing.
an underground bunker fucking lizard
Of
people.
course. But when you don't have this on the horizon,
Sure.
that bunker kind of seems pretty
QAnon
sweet.
and that bunker's looking pretty good.
Let me tell you, QAnon, for those of you that are the uninitiated, it's basically this idea that there is a group of people within the military and the government who have a level of clearance that's called Q clearance, and they are disseminating little drips of information
and they like
to the public.
non-bread.
Now that's not bread.
That's what I thought.
No, that's got nothing to do with. It's got nothing to do with bread.
I thought it had to do everything with the bread.
No, it has nothing to do with bread. It
thought
has
it had to
everything
do with non.
with missing children and the elite
Adrenalize.
drinking their adrenalize. See,
How-
you know.
Yeah, I thought it was the bread.
And that's got nothing to do with bread. Where did you pick up bread and all that?
non.
QAnon. No. No, it's Q clearance anonymous. The anonymous person
That's what that means.
has Q level clearance. all right?
Anon.
Now, there was a lot of crazy things
Oh,
about
so
it.
you're telling me that there's somebody
Now-
like sneaking out
No.
information?
Yes. I thought you were going to say sneaking
And
out
that's
bread.
Q.
That's Q.
Oh, it's
You're
like
get-
Charlie's Angels.
It's a
It's
plot.
like Charlie's Angels. There's a guy that you don't see that's
Yes.
telling you to do missions.
Yeah, and we are Charlie's Angels.
Oh, who are
And,
you?
I don't know any of them. I wish I could play this game.
I'm Cameron Diaz, and then you're.
Oh, I could be Lucy Liu.
You're definitely.
I could be Lucy Liu.
You look a little
set
Asian.
of heavies. Got a set of heavies.
Got
I've
some
been-
nice titties that
I've been
pull-
eating a lot.
Got
No,
some
don't-
nice titties that pull to the
They
side.
do, and it's not. I don't appreciate you bringing it up. And
I'm just
really,
saying you could be Lucy Liu.
I could be-
I like Lucy Liu. If I had to fuck one of the Charlie's
Yeah,
Angels,
you would fuck Lucy Liu.
Drew Barrymore is definitely last. She's
Drew
third.
Barrymore is a weird pick.
She's
for
my
that
third
whole,
string
Yeah,
in that one.
and
I'm going Lou.
It's a big gap,
Diaz,
too.
Barrymore.
yeah, it goes Lou Diaz, and then
Crispin
Barrymore.
Glover, and then it goes Crispin Glover,
yeah, exactly.
and then Drew Barrymore.
There's a big gap there. Drew Barrymore was never really the.
I'd rather
the-
fuck
the-
Crispin
the
Glover.
heartthrob. But yeah, so it's this person with Q clearance. They're disseminating information. They're letting you in on the know, and then it gets even crazier. It's like Donald Trump is fighting this good fight to save all these children
Sure
who are being
is.
trafficked to all these various places. These elites, by the way.
So
and-
he's not associating with these elites, even though there are pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, those are photoshopped, and those don't matter.
Oh,
No,
that's
don't talk about them because
convenient.
those are photoshopped and those don't matter.
Now that's pretty
okay,
convenient.
now I'm gonna really.
Q and bread.
I want you to reel it back because those are photoshopped and those don't matter. Okay.
Yeah, well,
now
they
Donald
kinda
Trump is a
do.
good guy. He's a good guy. He's also a time traveler. Okay.
Wait,
Shout
this
out
is-
to my QAnon people out there who know about what the fuck is the name of that book. It's like The Adventures of Little Baron Trump, where there was a book written in 1923.
You know, we actually have a couple people that listen to us that might actually.
Of course. Well, QAnon has become this huge thing. When I first stumbled upon it, it was like this thing with like a couple of thousand people paying attention to it. Now they're storming the gates of the Capitol building.
Killing it.
Clearly, I missed that wave. Clearly, I should have doubled down.
You were there.
I
were
was
in
right
there.
at the cusp.
You would have been storming.
The very last
You would
thing.
have been calling Cindy right now from like federal prison.
Yeah.
Baby,
This
I
guy's
was
fucking
the
my
Buffalo
ass.
guy.
I was the Buffalo guy.
I'm getting fucked in the ass right now.
I really appreciate if you can
I
put
need
some
you to
scratch together.
Send some money to my canteen.
Please.
Tell Jack I love him.
Please.
Ah! And then just you're feeling a dick going
Hey,
up your butt.
and if that's what you have to give up to in order to save children from being tortured and having their blood drank, then so be it. These people, they worship Moloch. Okay?
So they think that they're doing a good thing.
They know.
I gotta tell you,
That's
man.
what they fall
I
back
gotta-
on.
I gotta tell you.
That's what they fall back on. They
I
are
am
just
so
doing it because it's
fucking
fun.
upset with weird white people.
I'm not
I'm
upset with them.
so-
I think it's the most
I'm
entertaining
just
thing.
like, guys, relax.
Yeah.
Start a fucking podcast. Find a nice best
Start
friend.
a QAnon podcast. That's how that's the last thing that I did. The ship that got me to where I am today, that is where I belong, the old show that I used to do. I got off that ship. It was finally done. But as I walked away from it, I doubled back, pulled a pistol out, and put a bunch of fucking holes in that ship by doing a by doing a QAnon episode as my very last episode. That was the last thing that I did with Where I
What's
Belong.
Q? What's not?
No, that's
Q
not,
is
that's not
Q's
how
the
my
guy.
show was.
What's
dude.
a guy?
Oh my
a
God.
guy's a
It's
organic
No.
person made of fleshly
That's
material.
not-
There's blood, and the blood
You know,
goes
man,
through channels in
I
your
don't
body.
like that you
and then it moves
disparage-
out of my mouth.
That show was a great
What's
learning
my
experience
mouth?
for me. All right, I had a lot of really interesting guests
Everything
on
is
that
a
show.
miracle, Dave.
When you do a solo episode, you don't have a lot to do besides talk about.
Well, kind of like our boy Luke Cortman, who does
Shout
those-
out Luke Cortman, the madman himself.
dude. That dude, he is the madman Luke Cortman.
If you guys
I
haven't,
I hope
you
that he
should.
changes his show name to the Madman Luke Cortman.
I think we should actually message him right now and say that. But right now it's the Luke Cortman Show on YouTube. And when
Go
I
check
first
out our
watched it,
boy. He is great.
I
If you
got to
wonder-
tell you, Luke, though, I was taken aback at first. When I first watched it, I go, oh, he's
Well,
absolutely
he
out of his
says he's
fucking mind.
Jesus Christ at one point.
He does say he's Jesus Christ.
I
which,
think
you know,
it's all
that's
in good fun.
not the most egregious thing. We're all Jesus Christ, are we not? And so, you know, I was able to look past that. And then after giving him some more time, I realized he's actually kind of a genius.
What he's got going on.
He's actually kind of a genius.
Speaking of, I actually FaceTimed one of our man crush friend podcasts that we have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right now there's the Holy Triumvirate. It's Luke Cortman,
Yes.
DJV-W,
and the Who Do You Think You
and
Are
Who Do You
pod.
Think You Are. We're kind of becoming like best friends.
Yeah, I could see us in a room pulling each other's dicks,
Hanging out,
One
telling
hand
each other-
takes care of the next, kind of a
telling
deal.
each other how great we are.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fun though because they're like
Telling
at
each
school.
other how great we are.
They're like at school best friends.
Yes,
because we hang out with them. We talk to them like they're our best buddies.
Yep.
Never met them.
Never met
I
'em.
did talk to Pedro though from.
How was that?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. I talked to him. He's super nice.
Is he a super nice guy?
Really nice. There was
Did
not
you
a
ask
lot
him to
of-
see his dick?
No, it's chill. His kid
That's-
was in the backyard.
okay,
with
all right,
him.
well,
he's like trying to wrangle a baby, and
Yeah.
I saw a pool, and I just recently saw this stat.
Now, is it a...
It's an in-the-ground
I
pool
know
that-
where you're going. I
Now-
know where you're going. Go.
That-
What statistic did you hear?
So I heard a statistic because I
Yeah.
saw the baby running around.
Yeah,
I
the,
saw
the
it
number
in the ground.
one cause of...
Killer of children, toddlers in particularly, is pool drowning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hey,
that's
Pedro,
you don't know how to
watch
fucking
that,
swim?
Watch that fucking baby.
You watch that baby,
around
Pedro.
that goddamn pool.
By the way, appreciate a man named Pedro. Just this, what a
yeah,
strong
and
name.
straight up, I appreciate us for not making a racist joke there.
You know what?
Yeah.
The thought didn't even cross my mind.
Well, I was
but now that you
automatically
mention
gonna
it,
go to the
but now
wetback
that you,
thing. It's all jokes.
I know, no,
It's
Pedro,
all
we love you.
jokes.
It's got nothing to do. We don't care if your
But
back's
yeah,
moist. We're good with that, dude.
Yeah, we talked to them.
Yep.
We just shared some stuff.
Yeah.
And right now they're like, they're pushing our show. We're pushing their show.
Beautiful thing.
Luke is off, slipping slowly into madness across the pond
That
in
he is,
England.
but he's also helping to push us. That's like
But
when
yeah, he's
you
a
were in high
good-
school, you had those tight friends. You'd all go into an empty classroom, you'd
Yep.
tug on each other's dick and tell each other how good you are, and that's
That's exactly
those are
what we do.
relationships you have to continue into adulthood because
Well-
if you don't have that, it gets real dull.
Well, the thing is, like, I see like our shows. I see like Who Do You Think You Are? I see Luke. I see DJV-W bringing fire.
Yeah, absolutely
and then,
fire.
And then I was looking because one of our people got a shout out, and I was checking out this podcast, and it's hard to not name names.
Yeah. Well, we
but
shouldn't name names.
I listened to them. I gave them a listen, and I was like, "This fucking sucks." It
some
was
people just don't have
boring.
it.
It was so boring.
Some people just don't have
You
it,
were
Jay.
C-listers on an A-list show.
Oh, we're
And you
A-listers,
think
baby.
you could create a podcast that throws 7 degrees of smoke
Nope.
like DJV-W,
Nope.
the
Nope.
Madman Luke Cortman?
No, but we do.
Or
we
who
set
do you
the
think
bar.
you are?
We set the bar. We have to give the people something to aim for.
It's
all
so.
right?
It was just. I listened to it and I was like so turned off. I was like, this
It
is
happens.
boring.
It happens.
The thing about the DJV-W,
Of course. I like when we
We
talk
come
about it in
on-
the third person.
we-
Like it's become its own thing.
it's its own
kind
thing.
of separate from us.
we come on,
Yeah.
we step on that fucking gas,
We do.
and we do not let off for 1 hour and 2 minutes.
You know what they say that the key to making those turns is you never really hit the brakes. You hit the gas, you let off the gas, then you hit the gas again when you're in the turn. So that's all we're doing. You know, the brake is unnecessary.
We're Tokyo drifting.
We're
this one.
Tokyo. If you know how to if it Tokyo. If you see
Okay,
it, then
that
you
they had
mean it,
enough
then
of that.
You know you have
They
to
had
go.
enough of
Fast
that.
and Furious.
That is worse
Drift.
than your
Fast and
Scooby-Doo accent, dude.
Drift. That shit was that song was the shit. I didn't know a single word
You
of what
wanted
they
to
were
fuck an
saying.
Asian chick and listen to that song.
I wanted to have a cool car. I wanted to have a Nissan Skyline and I wanted to drift. I wanted to get I wanted to get in high speed chases. I wanted to do hood rat shit with my friends. I wanted to have underglow under my vehicle. You know, that's what I wanted. And now I have a Hyundai Elantra.
Sure. I got my battery swapped out today. That I did some adulting where I did. Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, but here's the thing: getting older there's some responsibility with getting older. Now there are good things and there are bad things with getting older. Okay, getting older does suck. Okay. So for instance, the other day,
I hope you have good things to back it up, though. But go on.
I do, but one of the bad things is that the other day, I'm brushing my teeth. Right? Mm-hmm. And I'm getting the tongue, you know? Yeah. You got to get the tongue.
You have to get the tongue. That's where all the stink
lies. So I'm
lies.
hitting it, you know? Yeah. And I'm going circular motion, sucking the shit out of that toothbrush.
Yeah.
And I like gagged and coughed at the same time.
Of course, I know
and
that.
I pulled something in my lower back.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, Dark! And I was
a little
like,
tweak?
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I caught myself and I was like, I'm getting so old that I was
all the athletic shit you do, by the way.
brushing my tongue and pulling my back out.
I mean, you are old, but you are also one of the youngest and tightest people I know. But,
but I got to grapple this morning. That was super fun.
Yeah, but you're not worried about your back a little bit?
I throw caution to the fucking wind when I'm doing jiu-jitsu against high-level practitioners.
You can't be like, oh, my back.
But the thing is, when I'm
my pussy
that toothbrush, he knows.
Yeah,
he could fuck me up.
He knows right where your spot is, dude.
That toothbrush is just like, come.
What was a couple of episodes ago? We were talking about how my butthole hurt because of whatever was going on. Remember it was like early on in the episode. I kept saying like I was driving here. I had to favor one cheek because it hurt so bad after I took a big poop, and then I had to poop in your bathroom before the show started.
Sure,
and
that's because you ate a box of sugar-free Russell Stouffer's.
Yeah, that's exactly what the thing is. Well, you know what happened later on that day?
Wait.
Go on.
Not for nothing.
Yeah.
On the coffee table, there's a candy bar there. I picked it up, and it was a cookies and cream bar. And I look at it. And the top says Russell Stouffer's.
Might
and
as well say
I started
laxative.
shaking. I started shaking a little bit, and then I threw it down.
Yeah.
I was like, get that shit away from me.
Get that demon chocolate away. Well, what happened later on that day is I'm peeing, right? And I'm pushing to pee, and then all of a sudden a little fart comes out, and it's wet, and I go, oh man, I gotta go to shit mode. Yeah. So I drop trow. I sit down for a while.
Now, what situation was this? What level shit are we taking here?
I didn't feel like I had
pants
to go.
Down?
No. This is
one leg out, pants off, or pants down.
Very standard. Okay. Everything's good. Pants are still on. No discomfort. No face grabbing. So we're in stage one. The stage one is what everybody should hope for.
So we're comfortable right
now.
We're
comfortable.
Okay.
That's exactly because the stages are ranked on comfort rather. And so I'm sitting down in my stage one poo, and I'm going, and nothing's really happening, but I know I just like had a wet fart, so like something's got to be messing around. So nothing happens. I get up. I notice the water is a little pink. So I go. I still have that wet fart to wipe.
So you got
a palm full of blood.
So you tore your asshole.
I don't know what happened. I just know a palm full of blood.
You would not do well in jail.
No, because
if farts are tearing your asshole.
Sure. And it was
then a big dude named Bubba T-Rone is gonna tear that all the way to the balls.
Well, I don't know. I think I was told by some people who are experts in the field that it was more than likely a hemorrhoid. But my soul
that's
door
good then because you popped it.
I
right?
popped it.
So
that's what they said. Yeah.
But who did you ask? You can't ask your wife. She doesn't have her.
Okay, the expert that I'm talking about is my boy Shelly. Shelly is the one
You asked a mechanic.
I asked a mechanic. He's
not going to know about anal tearage.
No. You know what's funny? He wanted me to open the show up with "What up?" and I said,
the one thing that I cannot stand is when people suggest things.
Yeah, I enjoy it because he's into the show, and that makes me happy.
I like the feedback.
Yes.
Give me constructive feedback.
We're not going to do any of it,
Don't tell me. And it seems I get a lot from my dad. Hey, you know what you should do is, and I'm like,
Pops,
all right,
Pops is out here.
Yeah.
Hey, Jakey boy, let me tell you. You know what would be good? I think at the beginning of every show, Jakey boy, you should sing. Ever the both of you together, you should sing.
Just give it a
little duet for the people.
The trees are blue. No, but he does. But it's all,
of course,
everybody has
a little bit of input that they want.
They have input.
And you know what's funny? I bit on the WhatsApp thing because I was like, that was so fun back in the early 2000s when we were kids. I almost wouldn't be surprised if it made a comeback. And let it be known here on Dave and Jay episode
29.
29, that I'm predicting the comeback of weather. I'm predicting it right now.
No way.
I think it'll come back in a more tasteful way. I think it'll be funny, but I just couldn't figure out a way to interject it into the show other than saying that Shelly wanted me to do it. But it was.
Well, I remember when we first started this, we would have like friends, and they would be like, "I gotta go on the show."
Yes,
and
there's
then
a lot
I'd
of
be
that.
like, "Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, talk."
Yeah, go.
Go right now. Say something.
Hey,
Start conversation.
A good one.
Nope.
And that's it.
See,
no,
and-
it wouldn't work.
And then right there, I'd be like, "You see?
You see, that's why
That's why you can't be on the
can't
show.
fuck with the boys.
You can't just
Also, because our space right now doesn't accommodate for 3 people. We learned that with Matt. We did a good job with Matt.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't hit
It's just
the same
not as
because of this.
aesthetically pretty.
That's all the issue is. It's very
and
hard
all
to
we
get the
want to
lighting
do
down.
for you guys is look pretty.
We care about the fucking product so much, man.
It was just
so much.
It was just really funny because earlier both you and I had yellow shirts on.
Yeah.
I had a pretty dope Riot Society shirt on.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
it was a
dope
Santa
shirt.
Cruz.
Yeah, it was a dope shirt.
And
I really actually enjoyed that shirt. It was
you
dope.
rolled
That's
in
kind of
here-
better looking than the one I have on.
You kind of rolled in here, and I was like, we cannot. It just looks so stupid. We looked
Well,
like a fucking.
I don't necessarily know that it looks
We
so
looked
stupid.
like a drippy sunshine.
But your pink shirt offsetting my yellow shirt, I think I appreciate
God,
this
the
much more.
The boys are on fucking fire
But
right now.
to reel it back to the
Better
whole,
than that stupid
now
pajama
be careful.
podcast.
Wait a second. You
I'm
can't say
sorry.
names, man.
I'm
all right,
just
you
saying-
can't throw shade.
Okay, how do
We're
I-
just fighting them all then.
How
huh?
do I
Are
tell
we gonna
you?
fight another group of podcasters?
Oh, we'll fuck these guys up. These guys are getting.
Are we gonna
one-
fight another podcaster?
I'll tell you, one is getting fucked up and one
Yeah.
is getting fucked. Okay?
One is it was pretty. Now,
She's a
Oh
dime.
no! Wait, no! You can't say she. Redact. Redact. All right,
There's-
we're moving on.
It's 2 guys and 1 girl.
Okay. Oh, they have a 3.
They got a 3-way podcast.
Yeah, 3-way podcast. That's better than what I was gonna say. But yeah, man, to bring it back to the whole QAnon thing, it's like it really did entrap me. And I think the problem with QAnon is there are aspects of it that lend themselves to it seeming real, like the Jeffrey Epstein thing, for example.
Sure.
You can't have
Or
Fuck
that
Island.
Donald Trump is going to liberate everybody.
Well, that was the part that was not real.
Suck in with that.
You know what it is? It's
You gotta. Your hat right now.
it looks very much like a MAGA hat.
It's an Adidas, guys.
It's an Adidas
because
hat.
we are rocking the Adidas.
I have the red 3 stripes on right now.
Sure do.
All right, to correlate with the hat. And when I walked out of my project building,
He did get some looks.
I got some looks. Okay, I got some
surprised-
double takes.
I'm surprised you didn't get a bottle thrown at
Well,
you.
no,
as
they did some double takes. At first, it was anger, and then it was admiration for the drip. That's always what it
Okay.
transforms into. I'll
You know,
tell
it would be funny if somebody snatches these chains, and I'd be like, dude, they're $18.
they are $18.
They're $18.
But I'll
on
fight you for
Amazon.
$18. You snatch my chains. That level of disrespect. The boys grew up in the hood. Boys in the hood.
I mean,
okay?
I'm gonna chase him, but you
It
heard me
depends on how
breathing
much I
hard.
have to-
You
yeah.
heard me breathing hard when we were taking photos.
Yeah, if they run, I don't
I got
really.
great cardio though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
I
to
rolled
have
this
to run
morning.
for $18 worth of chains, like
I'm not gonna run for $18.
No.
You know,
And
I'm-
you
I'm just gonna
definitely
keep
broke it when
moving.
you pulled it off. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not a jeweler. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be able to
Now,
fix
if he
it.
gave me like a slap across the face, then if he like yanked, pow,
I would commend him first off. I'd say, sir, the guile, the balls on you, sir.
Yeah,
You
no,
got
I'm-
some guts.
I'm going.
You snatch a chain and then you fucking slap a man in the face.
You know what's funny is I was thinking about this the other day. How scared I was of like. Kind of like getting jumped as a kid,
Yeah.
and how that was always kind of on the table for the day. Growing
Violence
up in Perth
and danger
Amboy.
is a fundamental part of every young boy's life. Yeah.
Yes, dude. Especially where I grew up, it
Yeah.
was like there was always the possibility of some kind of violence occurring.
Right.
Okay, walking around in my neighborhood. But as I got older, I almost welcomed it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Oh, because now
as
you
I
got,
got
you got
older,
a set of hands.
you got a crew.
Yep,
You know.
yep.
You got. A
Wish
set
a
of
motherfucker
mitts.
would. You got a
It's kind of a
whole gang of a wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And as like a 14-year-old, you're scared. Like I was scared walking around
Hell
because
yeah.
I had to walk through the projects one time with a guitar. 'Cause I-
Oh, dude, that's
I-
the worst. You can't
I
be
told-
a white boy in the projects with a guitar. Was
And
it
I-
acoustic?
No, it was an electric.
Okay,
And I
okay.
told the dude Benji
Yeah.
that I was hanging out at his house.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey,
This is
I
a
need
bad
you
look,
to
Benji.
I need you to walk me out of the where was it? It was at the Delaney Homes. I go, I need you to walk me out of the
You gotta
fucking
get me
Delaney
out of here. I need
Homes."
an escort.
Yeah, no, that is just. I was like, I'm afraid, and
Yeah.
he goes, "Really?" I go, "Dead ass." I was like, "There's gonna be about 8, 9."
Yeah.
How do I say this?
Hold on a second.
8, 9
mixed race babies.
jumping me and stomping my face.
Okay,
and
all right.
definitely gonna take my 48th Street Stratocaster.
When I was 14 is when I got hit with the baseball bat. because I was in the wrong neighborhood at the wrong time. It was 10 o'clock at night, and I was in Chrome and Carteret, and they fucking snuffed me.
Chrome, man. That's where I got jacked when I was on fucking Robitussin.
Yeah, that's right. We were always right around the corner from each other.
Fucking Chrome Street.
Yeah, this is actually on Port Reading Avenue. They laid me out on a main avenue and I just took a concrete nap for a while, slammed my shit against the curb, ripped chunks out of my arm, went blind in my left eye for most of that night. Woke up the next morning and I was good.
You're so hardcore. Then you... And then you go home, your mother's just like,
dude,
I got some Toad we could rub on.
Yeah, she said, she was like, don't go to sleep.
Just get me ice.
No, but in her defense, like, you're gonna go to the hospital, they're gonna tell you, don't go to sleep. That's all they're gonna do for you. They're not gonna do anything special.
It's funny because your mom is empathetic, and then your dad is like, you little bitch.
No, my dad is.
Let's go find them.
My dad probably would have been more upset that I took the L.
My dad would have hit them with the Econoline 350.
Yeah, 100%. He would have hunted them down.
Then. Dude, I saw
every episode of whenever you got hurt, it was Die Hard. Die Hard just played in his head. Die Hard,
dude. I remember he got out of jail one time.
Yeah,
because him and my mom had a spat.
He
got locked up, right? A couple days later, because he's locked up in county, he's hanging out at poolside, out of the ground pool.
Yes.
Okay. He built a nice deck on. He did his thing. It was like little.
I didn't know Pops was a carpenter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that motherfucker. He could do everything. He's like one of those guys. You know how like
Jack
white
of all
trash
trades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How white trash dudes could do anything.
Yes.
They could like rebuild an engine.
You give them enough Bud Light and they will do anything.
Sure can.
Yep,
sure can. You get that little Palo Viejo, he'll build an addition to your house.
Whatever you need, he's got you.
He goes like this. He just comes back from county.
Yep.
He's relaxing poolside.
Did a bit. Yep.
Got a Coors Light in his hand.
Happy to taste freedom.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I go, the dude across the street just said something to me because he was kind of
something derogatory?
Child molester, yeah.
Oh, he said he liked, oh, wow.
So he said something to me.
Wow.
And my dad
you
goes
were just
out
dodging.
front.
You must have been an attractive kid. You were just dodging molestation.
Everybody
left and right. You
wanted to
must have
fuck
been a
me.
beautiful boy.
I was good looking.
You were a good looking kid.
And the thing is, I was skinny.
Ugly kids don't get.
Nah. Those
That's just a cute boy thing.
I was like fucking like top model when I was little.
You were walking through the malls and they were stopping you, asking you about a promising modeling career.
I wanted to get fucked by all the dudes.
wait.
All
the dudes wanted to fuck you.
That's right. And so did Christian, my next door neighbor.
Yeah. No, don't say her name, bro.
I'm not saying her last name.
All right.
It's Christian with a K.
No,
bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Looking back on it though, I'm like, man, I'd much rather have gotten molested than got my ass kicked by those Mirandas.
Yeah, I think if they were nice about it, I think I probably would have taken a molestation over the baseball bat. You know what I mean? Well, actually, no. There was a
that
bunch
guy tried.
Dudes. There was that one dude, yeah. But I'm very fast, very squirrely. We talked about
you're
lateral
hard to get a hold of.
Hard
your
to get a hold
lateral
of.
movement's
I always,
great.
as a kid, I would never go outside not oiled up. I would lather myself in olive oil because attractive young lad, right?
Yeah, they
all
want to
these
fuck
people want a piece.
Yeah.
You can't get a piece of the boy when my lateral movement's tight.
It's either the neighborhood girl, or it's the 18-year-old guy that got a wad of cash.
That's right. And it was all singles, and it was insulting.
Either way, you're getting your pee-pee touched.
Doesn't matter what you do, though. You drop these drawers. Now, of course, they're going to drop fast. I'm oiled up, but so am I. I didn't even have to get back to my feet. I just kicked off on my back and slid away.
You're just like fucking
luging down the
like
street on my back.
Like a kangaroo.
Peace out, faggy. I almost said something. I gotta censor that out.
So, yeah, it was just it was a constant threat of like getting my ass kicked when I was younger, and now it's like nothing ever happens to me.
Right.
Besides the guy at the
that's
Wawa.
what happens when you look like a gorilla.
Well, yeah, that's what my boy Kevin said. He was like, dude, you look like a tattooed up scary dude. I go, really? Because I got soft eyes.
You do have you have crazy fucking eyes.
Really?
There has been several people who have looked at this show and gone, yeah, Jay has a look in his eyes. And I think that's to throw it back a little bit to early episodes, that seething rage that's overflowing at all times.
Behind the eyes.
It's right behind the eyes. You do have the look of a madman. It's like you look cool, you got the drip, you seem like a fun guy, and you make eye contact with you, go, oh, but he also probably, like, if it really came down to it and he had to eat you, he would probably not really feel that bad about it.
There's intensity.
Yeah.
But give me that. Give me passion. Give me hate.
Sure.
Give me love.
Sure.
Either way, it requires passion.
You're not a man of the middle of the road. You need ups and downs and then big ups again.
Yo, I was just thinking about this the other day because I remember you hit me up and you wanted to talk about the QAnon thing.
Yes,
and shit.
yes.
I went for a forklift certification because one of my boys who listens to the show, he drives like forklift, and it just reminded me of this story. I went for my forklift certification one time, and it was this Indian dude.
Sure.
Okay, he's late as shit. Okay, he's late as shit. I'm out there with like 2 other guys, and it's at this like little kind of house office thing. You go in, it's disheveled, completely disheveled. Doesn't apologize for being late. Gets us in there, right?
When was this?
This was years ago. Okay. It's cold in there too.
Yeah.
I remember it didn't even have heat.
Okay.
So the company sent me to this fucking guy, no heat, late.
And he's gonna certify you?
He's gonna OSHA certify me.
Huh.
So
Seems
then,
a little janky for a
it
OSHA
was sketchy
certification.
right off the thing. And then
Yeah.
I'm like looking around and I'm seeing things about like fake NASA and stuff like that. This guy was ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he goes like this. We sit down. He goes, look, everything you need to know about driving a forklift, it's going to take about 5-10 minutes. What I
Mostly
really want
what we're gonna do here today.
What I really want to talk to you guys about is the Earth being flat.
Yes.
Do you think that the Earth is round? That's how he opened up.
He goes,
do you think space is real?
Man, that feels
and
insulting.
And I'm like,
You mean to tell me?
wait. This
You
guy's
think-
about to show me how to operate a 10,000-pound death machine.
But his main concern.
But really what he wants to talk about is lizard people,
Yes.
flat Earth, and then ice walls.
Well, of course, if you think that the Earth is flat, that is the most important thing.
But
how
the
can
thing
you
is-
tell anybody anything other than the Earth being flat?
So then he's an Indian dude.
Yeah.
Goes in there. He starts burning something.
Accent or like Americanized?
Kind of hard accent.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
He starts burning something. And then he
Right.
does the little pray thing, but then he also starts talking
To
about
teach
Jesus
you
Christ.
What the hell?
Yo, and I'm just like, I am fascinated at this point.
Life is wild, bro.
I'm just like, fuck the forklift.
Yeah, I
I
don't
want to
give a
hear
damn.
about your story.
Did he tell you anything that made you go,
He said, this is what happened. So then he gets a call.
Yeah.
Right? There's this one gentleman, really nice. Oh, it gets weirder. I forgot about this guy.
Okay, all right.
So this black dude that's next to me, really nice guy.
Not an important detail, but go on.
It's kind of
Not
important.
an important detail,
So
but
he
go
goes
on.
like this. He goes, he's like, I got to take this call, the teacher. He's like, help Tyrone.
Hey, every black dude cannot be named Tyrone in these stories, bro.
He goes, help him out.
Help him out.
Okay, get him, because there was a questionnaire that we had to do. I scored 100 on it.
Oh,
and he
wow.
wanted me to, it was very...
Was it a questionnaire on Earth being flat?
Common sense. No, it was very
Okay,
common
okay.
sense. And then he, so I show him some things to help him pass because he only scored a 30%.
Right.
And then he lets him retake it, and then he scores, an 80, and that's passing. Even though I gave him all the answers, he only scored an 80, and I scored 100. I gave him all the answers. He felt one of the questions was like, I think I got this, Joe.
Okay, all right. So he wanted you to let go of the reins
And
and
it's
let
like,
him
no,
steer.
Tyrone, I'm telling you, I scored 100%.
I can
so
tell
there's
you-
no way that what you're thinking that this question is right.
There's no way that I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah,
all right? I got
I know
100.
2 things here. One, that a 45-degree grade, I'm supposed to be going backwards up it. And 2, the Earth isn't flat.
Right.
So, Tyrone,
I'm already doing better than the guy who's teaching us.
I already know everything.
Right, we're good, man.
So then we get in the parking lot because he's like, guys, we're about to take a break. I go, okay, cool.
How
So-
long is this whole process?
It was a couple hours.
It was a couple of hours,
He
all
goes
right.
like this. We get in the parking lot, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty crazy, huh? And then he's like, yeah. And then he's like,
You start baiting him.
wait,
Hey,
wait. I was like, this.
what about that dome, huh?
And then
How
he
about
goes-
that dome?
He goes, I don't know. I had that girl drop me off, and I go, yeah, I saw that. That was cool. And then he goes, everybody always thinks I'm gay.
Wait,
and
who
I'm
said
not."
that?
Tyrone.
Tyrone said that?
So then he's like,
Did he say it like that?
yep.
He's
And
gonna
then
get
he-
a little sachet?
Yeah, he's got.
Everybody
a little,
always thinks I'm gay,
when he starts.
but I'm not.
When he starts working them shoulders, he
Right,
was
right.
like,
Oh, that's not
everybody.
gay.
He goes, everybody thinks I'm gay, but I'm like totally not. And then I'm like,
What's that got to do with anything,
that's,
Tyrone?
That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, yeah, man, that's crazy that people. I wasn't getting that vibe. But
Look at you. All you're here to do is learn how to drive a fucking
Dude,
forklift.
all I need
Some
is
dude's coming out to you. This other dude's telling you the world
some
is
dude's
flat.
coming out to me. The other guy's telling me there's an
Your
ice
life
wall.
is
The Earth's
changing.
flat,
Right.
and that space is fake.
Space is
But
fake.
Jesus Christ was real.
Right.
So this.
All those things check out. I
This
don't know.
was my Tuesday morning,
Right.
and I get my certification. He's got an old rickety fucking thing in the back. He goes like this because there was this one like little girl there too, and he goes He once again takes another phone call. I'm thinking it's the head of QAnon calling him at this point.
It's his connections.
Probably the Bison guy.
Disseminating little drips of information.
He's going, you know what you're doing. I saw you drive. Teach these guys how to drive
What
this
the
thing.
fuck,
And I go,
he's getting paid for this, right?
oh, yeah.
You gotta break me off a piece, boy.
Dude, he's getting paid like $300 a person.
You gotta break me off a piece. I'm sorry. You
He
gotta
didn't
break me off a
teach
piece.
us nothing
Not a
about
single thing?
forklift. So
Did
then
he
he
teach you
goes,
anything about
you
flat Earth?"
teach him. And I go, okay. So I show not gay Tyrone
Not gay
how
Tyrone.
to drive, can't drive for shit. The
Right.
little girl, she drives it, can't drive for shit. Comes back, he goes, how did they do? I go, they did great. Yo, and then they gives us this little card, right?
Yeah.
That says OSHA certified, my name and everything.
And on the back of it-
And then he just, as he's handing it to us, he goes, don't forget what I told you today.
Yeah. He
You
goes,
know?
when you wake up, call me. When you finally wake up, call me.
And then Tyrone is like,
Oh no, Tyrone! What a weird thing to be wrapped up in. And then all of this to say that when they stormed the Capitol building, that Indian gentleman was standing next to the Bison guy, wasn't he? He was right
actually
next to him.
The what do they call it? The co-mayor?
The co-mayor, yeah.
Co-mayor?
The co-mayor.
Vice president of QAnon?
The life has gotten so crazy.
But
man.
that was just so weird. And I was thinking about that the other day. And I was like, I remember that dude telling me that everybody thought he was gay. He's professing that he's not. Clearly he is. His nails were painted.
Right. Okay, well, that's a
hair
big
was
giveaway.
done,
Or were they
looked great.
clear-coated? They were just clear-coated. They were really nice, really
He
well-maintained.
had some French tips.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, I mean,
And
you
then
want
that
your hands
guy,
to look good.
and I was just thinking
Maybe
about
he
him.
was a hand model.
Well, I was thinking about him the other day because with the QAnon
Who, Tyrone
people,
or the-
there's not a day that goes by that
Don't think
that
about
I don't think
Tyrone.
about Tyrone. So, yo, that Indian dude that was telling me about flat Earth, and I was like, oh, he's like an OG.
Yeah.
and
he's been around for a while. How
he
many years ago
probably-
was this? Like, what, 4 years ago?
Longer.
Longer than that?
This was like, I was gonna have to say like 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah. So he's grandfathered into the whole
He was
operation.
into this crazy batshit community for a while.
Long time.
And I mean, he was well educated in it. As,
What you don't
as
know, though, is
educated
when-
as you could be in something that requires no education.
Right. When QAnon rolled around, though, he went, not for me.
No,
Not
he was
this,
probably
not
like,
for me.
he probably dipped his balls right in that QAnon,
He
QAnon
put
sauce.
his toes in and he went, nah, seems a little crazy for my taste. And he backed off a little bit.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about that the other day with the whole building, the storming the Capitol thing and shit. And then I was watching the Andrew Schultz, you know, his special.
Yeah.
And he was just
great
like,
great
it was
series
great.
of
Because I was talking
things.
to somebody about that this morning. I was like, you know, if you turn on the news and watch anything on Instagram, you would think that the world's on fire.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's really a small pocket of things.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he was like, go to your local store. Is anybody sitting
everything's
there?
normal.
Everything's normal.
You
And
know
I'm
what's a great example of that? Last night I put on I forget what it's called. Something 2020. It's on Netflix. It's got Samuel L. Jackson. It's like this recap of 2020, right? I put it on, and for the first like 7 minutes, it's just like wildfires in fucking Australia, the virus spreading, people dying, all this chaos and all this shit. And my kid comes down to get something to eat, and he stops and he's watching this, and he goes, "This isn't real, right?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, no."
I would have really leaned into scaring him.
I
Be
didn't
like,
wanna fuck
Jack,
him up.
it's happening
I told him-
outside.
I had to explain to a 5-year-old, I'm saying, like, these things are real, but they happened over a large span of time that barely impacted you and even and only impacted your mother and father a little bit more than it impacted you, because he didn't go to school, but he's never been to school yet because he's only 5. So it didn't really impact. He has no idea. Life just went on as normal, except he saw less people.
Explaining it to a child,
It's hard.
You almost realize how stupid it actually is.
Yeah. I like stupid
'Cause you
in the
gotta
sense of,
explain
like,
it as-
adults are out there burning businesses and flipping
Dressing as
cars and
bison.
dressing as bisons and all this crazy shit. And it's like, you know, now the left gets to target the right when previously the right was targeting the left for the Black Lives Matter riots.
And
And
really-
they're all the same.
Yo, but honestly,
They're all the fucking same.
What Schultz was saying is that really that's just like a
Such
couple
a-
percent on the right
Yes.
and a couple of percent on the left.
Yeah, that are the loudest.
And Schultz and reasoning and rational people are the 80% majority.
Yes, yeah,
You know,
I agree with that.
but the thing is,
But if you watch that fucking something 2020 thing, it looks like the world was destroyed. You expect that documentary on Netflix to end with, and then the world blew up. Because that's how the fuck they portray. I had to turn it off. It felt like fucking propaganda. It felt like fear porn.
you could start smelling that propaganda. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
when
yeah.
you start watching or something, you're like, oh, this is way left.
I mean, if you just look at the image of the man dressed as a bison and the other guy stealing the podium, and it's like, I mean, obviously that's not propaganda because that's real life shit happening, but it does make you go, what in the shit is reality, man? Like, this is bizarre.
Any documentary, I'm always thinking like, well, here we go. Here's the end of times.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it always makes it look. Or if you turn on fucking the news, it's right. Here comes Yahweh.
Here comes Yahweh.
Jehovah.
No, it's like I watched like that vegan documentary, and I was like, with all the gas from the cows farting, I was like, oh my
the
god,
methane that's
we're
gonna
about to
punch a
fucking
hole.
die.
Yeah,
and then really, it's fine. I ate a burger later that day.
Well, fear is a good way to get you engaged, right? If you're
dude,
scared, you're going to keep
fear.
watching, you're going to keep clicking.
Fear is how, if you think about it, all the religions just grab you.
Oh, yeah. It's the greatest manipulation thing.
They lead with hell.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
know?
If you can, your own mortality is one thing, but if you can threaten a person's, eternity, the concept of eternity, one, you can't even prove to them that it's right. But if you can convince them that it's true, there is an eternity, and you say that that's at risk, that's fucking terrifying.
Well, I remember I was telling this to Steph the other day because when her grandpa died, my dad was like, I wanted to give her some like literature, because they have literature.
Yes.
And I go like this, I'm like, Dad, she's not gonna like it. And he goes, no, this has nothing to do with the religion and everything.
Does
I'm
it
like,
say
Dad,
Watchtower on it?
Yes.
Does it
is
say
a Watchtower
on
or
it?
Awake? But I go, Dad, you don't even understand the slow boil that is this.
Right.
Because it starts with being normal and talking, and then it starts adding in a little scripture here.
Yep,
and then at the end it says, now they will be alive one day.
Yeah.
And you could see them again. And that's toward the end. It's like, but you have to be a part of this.
What does that sound like, though? That sounds like Scientology. It sounds like we want you to be productive. We want you to be sharp. We want to, community and happiness and discipline. And then in the end, it's like Xenu and Thetans and fucking your everlasting soul. And this is all happening in the imagination of a giant, in the eye of a giant.
Oh,
that's where it all goes. It always goes some fucking place crazy. And by that time, you're too bought in.
I just watched the documentary on NXIVM. Have you ever heard about the NXIVM cult?
NXIVM is intrinsically tied to the QAnon thing.
They're all branding bitches. And I'm like, that is the slowest to boil. And they use words like, don't be afraid of fear. Fuck you.
Hey, let me tell you, though.
It's like, there's a shark swimming at me.
Right.
It's like, get a hold of your fear. Fuck
Let me tell you, though.
That shark does not
When
care.
we become cult leaders...
Yeah.
I'm going to brand these bitches.
Oh, I'm branding everybody.
I'm going to brand every member. And we'll do something cool where we jam it together so it's all like, it looks like a symbol, but it's really our own initials.
What if you put it all together and it's just a dick?
That'd be awesome. Oh my God. That would be the greatest shit.
The W is the balls. Like,
you know what I was watching though? I started watching, I think it's called Life After Death. Not to be confused with the Ricky Gervais thing that came out, because that's really good.
Not to be confused with the Biggie Smalls.
Definitely not to be confused with that.
Life
but
After
it's all
Death
about
album, which is fire. I was listening to it early.
We were listening to Biggie on the way here, and my son goes, "Turn this up. I love this." And
I was listening to Tupac, dude, with that collab of him and Biggie. With why am I trying?
Oh,
to
Changes,
live?
Changes.
No, not Changes. Changes dope. It's the Running.
Yes. That's a remix where they collaborated them together.
Just living to die. Dude,
it's a great
go
song.
Go out right now and listen to the song Running by Tupac.
You can't have a bad day. You can't have an unintrospective. I mean, it makes you think about life and think about yourself and think about reality.
But
it's a beautiful song.
But the thing is, it's like, did Tupac and Biggie become Tupac and Biggie because they died early and like they didn't get the chance to wear pastels and tight pants?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Yeah, sure. I think so. I mean, you look at
the cool die young.
They could have still ended up dead, because if you look at what happened over when Dr. Dre got sick and they broke into his house and they tried to rob him, it's like you're never not a imagine finding out Dr. Dre got shot. You'd be like, unbelievable. You never get to opt out of the game. It doesn't matter how old you are. At any moment,
Knight's still alive?
Flavor Flav could get his legs broken.
No way, not Flavor Flav.
Oh, they could stomp him into oblivion.
No, he's just like you. He's hard to get a hold of. I bet he's got.
I don't think so. I think he used to have lateral movement. Now
he's great lateral movement.
He looks like a Virginia Slim disguised as a man. Like he's just a cigarette underneath all that skin.
He looks like a voodoo doll.
He does look like a voodoo doll, bro. He's so fucked up. But you never get to opt out of the game. So yeah, Biggie and Pac could have been fighting the odds until today.
I don't know how we started talking about Biggie and Pac, but I could literally talk about them all.
I remember for a long time I thought Pac was still alive. I thought he lived in
Of
Cuba.
course, because that falls right into your crazy.
When you are homeless,
I'm glad that you're not that person anymore.
I love it because I get to look back on all of it and talk about it from the point of view of being somebody who's educated in all these various conspiracy theories, but no longer connected to them emotionally or anything like that.
What would you say? You got your bachelor's, your master's, your MD?
I would say bachelor's, not like that
BA?
high.
You got a BA?
Especially in the QAnon thing. I was balls deep.
conspiracy?
Still waiting on JFK Jr., by the way, that young handsome man to come back and avenge his father.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, JFK Jr. is still alive according to the QAnon community,
Sure.
and
so is Tupac.
He's really good friends with Trump, and they're waiting to actually roll him into this whole thing. He's going to come out, announce that he's still alive, announce that Hillary Clinton's the one that had him assassinated, but it didn't work because his plane crashed in the water and he escaped.
They're all over there ordering pizzas.
See, but my thing
with
is...
extra pepperoni.
Yeah, and by pepperoni, we mean boy penis.
We mean
boy penis.
Loose assholes.
Yeah, that's it. Loose soul doors and boy penis. Right, that's what they're... But I still...
So weird.
There is still so much of me that, like... I don't think it's as complete and orchestrated as QAnon paints it to be, or the QAnon community paints it to be. But there is something going on, right? Because you have the Jeffrey Epsteins of the world. You have Hillary Clinton's emails where she talks about sacrificing chickens to Moloch.
That's what gives these crazy ass things some validity.
Yeah, well, in the Andrew Schultz thing, he talked about conspiracy theories that one episode.
Is that there is crazy shit happening, and that crazy shit has happened. You know, but everything is not a lie. Everything is not a conspiracy.
Or maybe it is.
Because he said, when everything is a conspiracy, you know, nothing is.
Nothing
you know,
is,
it's just this is the world we live in. You know, it was so weird.
Well,
man.
we'll see. We'll see soon enough. We are how many days into the 180-day countdown for UFO disclosure?
Oh my God, that's gonna be
sweet 2021.
So dope.
I mean, all we have to do is make sure that the world, or at least the internet, doesn't go down.
Of course, just when DJV is catching a little steam, we get
that's how it goes.
Fucked by
That's
those aliens.
That's how it goes. And like I said,
God
if that's what it
damn it.
is, then we're gonna weaponize the YT gang.
Sure are.
That's what's gonna happen.
Hey,
We'll be
hey,
your
DJV, stand down.
stand down.
Stand
YT
ready.
gang.
Stand down.
Arms at the ready, but chill for now.
Stand down, be
for
ready.
Now. We'll let you know. You could do a little bit of working out in the meantime, maybe accruing some weapons, not for anything other than combating aliens, right? It's the type of thing that if the government went, look at all these people that kind of look like a cult and they're amassing all these weapons. And what are they amassing it for? Not to resist the government, not to resist our fellow man, just on the maybe not off chance that the aliens want to drink our kids.
Sure.
If they want to drink our kids,
That's what they want.
They're gonna catch
I'm
these
telling
hands.
You, what if they were like, no, this is your
Dude,
greatest resource.
let me tell you,
is children.
if they
and
want-
guess what? We want your boy Jack.
it depends. If they're like, listen, dude, we got these space boots.
We'll
these
make
space
you
boots
a
give you
high-ranking member of QAnon.
right.
and
Okay. These space boots, by the way, 10-foot vertical, 10-foot standing
So
vertical.
you'll just be dunking, and all you got to do is give up Jack.
I love jumping high nearly as much as I love my child.
You know the thing about that is, if you really put time
In jumping high. Oh yeah, your
in
vertical
squats,
Yeah.
in your vertical.
I had a pretty good vertical for a while because parkour.
Do you ever remember those shoes when you were younger with the big heels on the front and that would make you stay on your calf all day? They were like basketball.
Is that the one that's like, don't this shit make my people want to jump? Remember the Busta Rhymes video?
No,
the
look.
VMAs. You don't know what I'm talking about,
No,
bro.
what I'm talking
I'm
about.
gonna bring this up for
they
the people.
basically look like a bowling shoe with a big fucking thing on the front of it that would make you stay on your calves all day, like on the balls of your feet.
That's how you get those big calves.
And supposedly that's what you would need to dunk a basketball. And I remember walking around the goddamn neighborhood in those. I looked like an idiot. But damn it, did I want to dunk so bad.
You know what I always wanted? Fucking Heelys. I wanted a set of Heelys so bad.
I could see you just heeling around,
zipping
smoking
up.
a cigarette.
Ooh.
Just like,
Never have I looked more French than rolling around in some Heelys with a Virginia Slim hanging out of my mouth. I'm trying to find it. Don't this shit make my people? Because it's past the Cavassier.
I do not think we could play that though.
No, I don't think we could play it either. But on the VMAs, they had these really awesome, kind
First
of
of
like
all,
pogo stick shoes.
Busta Rhymes kind of makes me nervous now.
Does he?
He's big,
Yeah.
he's strong, and he's got that
Buster
crazy.
Bus.
He got that crazy look in his eye.
He does have that crazy
I think
look in his
Buster
eyes.
Rhymes would fuck you up.
I think so, yeah. Well, how old
I
is
was
Buster?
upset the other day when when we first started this. You said that Steven Seagal would give me a problem. I saw him the other day,
Yeah.
and it is upsetting for me, for you
To
to
say.
think that guy would be nothing but a roadblock. I would fly kick him, dude.
Well,
I would jump.
I'm gonna need
and
you to-
Liu Kang kick him in the chest.
And I think he'd catch you by the ankle, and he'd slam you against the ground, much
and then
like
he'd
the
do
Hulk
one of these
did.
like.
And then you'd be paralyzed for the rest of your life, and then he'd eat a carrot right in your face.
Automatically, he goes to like fucking grab wrists and manipulate fingers. I would headbutt him in the mouth.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That seems a little bit extra. But look, here we are. We have Buster Rhymes, and the people will be able to see this. So for the first time, because I figured out my editing. And look at him. He's thicker than a Snickers, huh?
he is getting thick.
He's a
living
big fucking guy. His face is blown
Hey, Buster,
up.
this one's for you. Live that good life,
Oh
baby.
my God, bro. This looks pretty recent,
It's
too.
hard not to get fat, though, when you start living a good life. Look at that boy.
Who's that, though? Whose abs are those? Are those Buster's abs?
This used
Yeah,
to be.
Buster Rhymes shocks fans with major body transformation.
You know
Wow.
he's on HGH, right?
Of course he is. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, when you get bloated abs like that, and you
Yeah.
are big like that, that's a side effect of HGH because it's growing your internal organs.
I like that though. He's got that tank. Look at him. He's a big fucking dude.
Oh
Swole
my
City.
God.
Good for him.
Buster Rhymes would fuck you up.
I don't know. I don't think he can scratch his own back. I think with that lateral,
If I
I
get
think
on-
I specifically have the thing that'll cause him problems, which is
The
lateral
lateral
movement.
movement.
He
Yeah.
can only do well with what's directly in front of him, and he's just a
You're like
a big
Pikachu.
circle.
You remember when Pikachu
Yeah,
would be running and like
quick attack. Yeah,
quick
Use
attack.
agility. Use
Yes.
my agility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you're a squirrely small dude who, you know, the world's a scary place when you're my size, dude.
Everybody's bigger than
Everybody's bigger than me. All right, you have to bolster yourself. And what do you
everybody
have?
wants to bang your wife.
Everybody wants to bang my wife, and everybody's bigger than me. It's a problem.
It's like lions. They're gonna get past you. They're gonna kill your young, and then they're gonna mate with her.
I
try
gotta-
to get her to forget about that family.
I had to go. I measured.
Don't turn into an old lion. Is all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna turn into an old lion.
because there's gonna be a young lion coming up.
No,
gonna
there's
kill
always gonna be
you,
a young lion.
Gonna kill your young,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna fuck your wife.
Well, that's like the analogy of like when your kid gets older and he wants to be the alpha of the house. I'm gonna have to kick that little motherfucker to the streets. 17 years old, you get the fuck out.
You should
get
really
the fuck
learn
out.
some jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a problem when
He's gonna be.
I mean, he's gonna be
he's gonna have hands.
faster and stronger than me soon. Yeah, the hands are gonna be a problem.
He's gonna be taller than you when he's 12.
He's definitely already. He's taller than me right now.
That's what I'm
Taller
saying.
than me right now.
He's
and I
gonna
hit him
give
for
you
it.
a problem
I hit him
now.
for it. I look up into his face. I look up at his chin, and I go, "How did you get so tall?" And he goes, "You're just a small little bitch, father." And then I go, "Hada!" And I hit him, and I go, "Don't fucking forget, I got that old man strength."
Speaking of fatherhood, I
Yeah.
think that's gonna be the next step in my life.
You gonna squeeze one out?
I think we're gonna try to. I think we're gonna try to have.
You got a
babies.
lot of big things on the horizon.
This-
You're looking for a house and
Dude,
everything.
it's
Man.
my year. I know everybody thinks
Adulthood.
that 2020 was on fire and 2021
yeah.
is gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
I have so many like goals and shit like that for this year.
Yeah.
With like YT Gang Productions, like
Yes.
getting into the new studio,
Yes.
starting to help out some of the local content creators,
God.
having a baby, getting a house.
all
fucking-
we do, by the way.
all
for-
I do is move forward,
Oh,
bro.
I call him-
forward fucking movement.
I call him and then we just jerk each other off every day. It's every day for no reason.
Cheers
I
to
call
that.
him and I go, "Dude, we're doing so good." And he goes, "Dude, I know." And I go, "Dude, do you have a boner?" And he goes, "Yeah, dude, do you?" And I go, "Of course."
Now I want you to take that,
Take that boner.
start touching it,
Palm it.
and then put that in your mouth.
Every day we call each other and we just hype each other. It's kind of disgusting.
Well, honestly, what it is it's nice to
Disgusting.
It's nice to bounce. It's positivity.
Yeah.
and it's that whole staying positive.
Yes.
'Cause
Staying
when
young,
you're-
staying tight. It's a
staying
state of
young,
mind. It's a
staying-
state of being. It's a state of your soul.
I got a lot of people say young and tight now.
Of course.
a lot of
of
people
course.
are saying like,
I just want to say, if we
staying
wanted
young
to
and tight.
launch an apparel line, we'd crush it. All right.
Oh my
if we wanted
God.
to have a YT
Are we
gang
talking about
apparel line,
pastels and parachute
if
pants.
it's only statement pieces, only statement pieces.
I
I don't
know.
want any generic. Only shit that makes you go, "God damn, that's loud," and
Yeah.
it gets me hard.
That's it.
That's all I want.
That's it. And that we're gonna get it too.
Of course, we're gonna get it.
But yeah, this I think with the next step in life is having a kid and stuff like that. And everybody,
You think of names?
something cool,
Something
like
cool.
Lion Pride, Bomblin, Something really fucking powerful.
I hope you do that, bro. I hope you do that.
What if I named Dave Corbo Bomblin?
No, what if you named him Goku Vegeta Bomblin?
Saiyan Bomb.
That's
Bomblin.
not bad. That's not bad. Spirit Bomblin.
Well, you know what the thing is? It's
I think Spirit Bomblin.
It's funny because Steph goes like, "Don't you want a baby in the house?"
Don't you
want to
come in?
Nope.
No?
I'm like, I don't want
They're
any
a pain
of that.
in the ass.
I said this. I go, you know what? I love you and I want to make you happy.
Right. So
and
if
if
she
that's
wants
going to
one,
make
yeah.
you happy, then I'm happy.
Right.
Do I necessarily want that? Not really.
Not necessarily.
You know?
But what is cool about it is we're looking into, you know, for those of you, the YT gang, we're looking at a new office space for the studios. We're going to upgrade. You'll be able to entirely detach. You'll be able to go, hey, I know it's crazy right now. I know the kid is in the diapers and I got to go to work. And then
I got to handle this.
And then you go to the office. You go to YT
and
Gang Studios.
And then I
create. And you get all that.
I wish that
off
this
your
was just
back.
in fucking LA though, you know?
Something
about our
just for
pink,
the weather.
Something about our pink and yellow shirts just make me feel like it needs to be
well,
in LA.
LA is not the place to be anymore. So we're bringing that
No,
flavor
because
to
the
the
bitch
East
is on
Coast.
fire and flooded with
It's
homeless
on
people.
Fucking fire, bro. But yeah, man, I think that'll be cool once we get into the new space, just to be able to go there and there's so many things that we're working on. I don't like to say too much because
well, honestly, I have to reel you back in.
Yes, you have to reel me
because
back in.
He starts stretching himself real thin, and he starts just like a fucking t-shirt cannon firing,
just shooting in a bunch of different directions.
just firing.
I have plans.
like
I have
a
a lot of
t-shirt
hope
cannon
for this.
at a NASCAR event. Just
You know?
kadoosh,
For some of you
kadoosh.
guys, this is a fucking hobby.
And I
for
gotta-
some of you guys, this is just for funsies.
And I gotta tell him, I gotta go, Dave, you're here right now, and I need you here.
I need you consolidated. You're spread out like butter over so much bread. I need you to
buttery
just,
motherfucker.
You just need to suck it in just a little bit and get focused.
But yeah, I think we got some pretty big things happening.
Yes.
With 2021 and the new office space and all our boys and all our connections that we're making. We're gonna be working on the new song today.
that's right. Oh man, we're going to do our new song.
We're gonna go cut the new song for DJV-W,
and
the
hopefully
intro
be
song.
free of the
The
wrinkly,
restraints.
clammy clasp of the
Fucking
Mung Man himself.
Mongo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry, you son of a bitch. We're fighting a silent battle against you you're not even fucking aware of. And one of these days, we're going to win it. And we're going to be free of your oppressive clutches. Your oppressive
You
clutches.
QAnon
In
piece
the
of
summertime, in the wintertime, it doesn't fucking matter. We're going to be free of you, Mungo Jerry.
You know, it's funny because I told my dad, I was like, so we're going to do and everybody gets so attached to everything.
Yes.
Everybody's like, no, don't do it. But like, look, it's going to be pretty
be
much
fine.
the same, but it's going to just,
It's gonna slap a little bit harder.
We need to be able to start making some cash
Yeah.
off of these like
We don't want to
views.
restrict ourselves in any way. And,
And
right
be-
now,
and right
every
now-
single episode has been copyrighted thanks to Mungo Jerry.
Yo, fucking Mungo Jerry's taking it all.
Lift the goddamn copyright.
So this is
all
what
right?
we
Lift
do.
the restrictions, Mung Man.
This is what we do.
What do we do?
storm his house.
We beat the shit out of Mungo Jerry.
No, we storm his house.
Yeah.
Just like the Capitol building.
Yes, dressed as Bison
You
Men.
dressed as a
Right.
bison man.
But I
me
want-
with an American flag
When
like
we
Hulk
roll
Hogan.
up, I want a good sound system blasting in the summertime. Do-do-do-do-do as we roll up, and we kick his fucking door in, and we blindside him, we tag him up, hit him with that lateral movement. He doesn't know what's going on. All
What?
he knows is his last memory before he fades into the ether is getting stomped out by two handsome, drippy men listening to In the Summertime.
What if like he kicks the door, like we kick it in, and it's him in the living room, and he's like, I always knew this day would come.
And he's dressed, you know how he's tall and lanky, he's got an afro? He's dressed like the black guy that Bruce Lee fought.
No, he's dressed like Afro Samurai. And he
Yo!
pulls a fucking sword out.
I would have to go, we
And
would
then
have
you would
to
have
commit.
to be like, oh.
Your time has come, Mungo Jerry.
That's fucking great, dude.
That shit just gave me a sore throat right off the bat. Holy crap.
Doing those super racist voices will
Yeah,
get
they
you.
do. It's not without its cost.
Well,
it's not without its cost.
That's pretty good. I think we're gonna end on
yeah,
that
let's
one.
wrap it up. We got other shit to do,
We got
important
other-
things to do.
We got other podcasty shit to do.
That's it.
Well, guys, this was episode 29 of
Hmm.
DJVW. I'm Jay. He's Dave.
It's true.
And we're out.
Love you. Bye-bye. Mwah.
Dave and Jay versus the world.